What's up?
Hi.
Say hi, Zena.
Hello. Hi.
Say I'm a little cranky because I just woke up.
She's not cranky.
Not cranky.
She's just...
I think she misses her brother.
Yeah. Brother stood at Grandma's house today because I have a really early morning tomorrow.
Okay, so we're about to pay off. So Jessica's student loans are broken up into groups, A through M, and we'll show you. All right. So see, they're broken down A through M, and these are the amounts for each loan. Proceed to confirmation. Pay now. We're just gonna do it. It's done. One less one.
So that's called the debt snowball.
The debt snowball.
Where you pay off the smallest amount of money you owe, and then you go up.
So you arrange all your debt from smallest to largest, and then not by interest, just smallest to largest. Pay off the smallest, and then attack the next one, and then the next one. It's kind of like a motivation. Every month you pay something off for you to keep going. And yeah, this is our first one for the student loans. How many more to go? Like 9, 12 more to go.
Yes.
And they get higher. But
yes, and the reason why I have so many groups of loans is because, well, they're different loans. First of all,
they're like consolidated into one.
Right. I got a bachelor's degree, which doesn't even I feel like it's a ridiculous amount that I owe. Oh my God, shut up.
It's my favorite.
But the reason why I owe so much already is because it's been such a long time.
And it was in deferment. So
it was in deferment the whole time because we always felt like we didn't have enough money for that. We didn't have money for that. We had money for everything else except for paying our loans. And so
I noticed that it was accruing interest.
Well, I knew that too, but you know, I just was...
Oh, you didn't tell me, girl. You didn't tell me that part.
Well, I knew it was accruing interest. I kind of was playing the blind game. I knew I was doing the wrong thing, but I didn't want to face reality. That's really what it was.
She kept me in the dark.
You knew I had all these loans.
No, I knew you had the loans, but when you had it in deferment, I thought deferment meant I don't have student loans. So I thought deferment meant like it's on hold because you told them you can't pay it. Not, you know, and it's just sitting there.
Well, yeah.
Not that it's on hold accruing interest.
Oh, that's what it is. They put it on hold so that you're in good credit standing, but it's still accruing interest. So they're not dumb. So biggest mistake ever, but you live and you learn. And the reason why I owe so much too is because I lost my train of thought. It's because I went to private school. So I didn't go to a regular school. I also went to a private school. On top of that, I took out loans to cover my private school. And on top of that, I put it on deferment for a couple years.
And on top of that, you try to take online classes and it didn't work.
Right. First, I went to Mercy College and I didn't like it there. I kind of didn't have a path. And I just kind of went to college just because... So I just kind of went to college straight out of high school because that's the right thing to do. But I didn't really have a path. Like, I didn't really have a goal. Like, this is what I'm going to do. I thought I did, you know, but I really didn't. And so I knew that my parents were going to be upset if I just didn't sign up for college. And that's kind of like why I did it.
She's so tired.
So that's why I did it. So parents, if you're looking at this, I'm not saying to not encourage your kids to go to college. But be a little patient and let your child explore and get their thoughts together and their ideas. because sometimes we can jump into things without being ready for them. And so what happens is what happened to me. I started at Mercy College. I started at Mercy College, and I was kind of basically doing like kind of liberal arts kind of thing. And then I really started thinking about it. And I was like, there is no way I'm gonna pay all this money to come to the school and graduate and not have a focus. I was very mature in my thinking, and I just got out. But the bad thing about that is once you're in and you take those loans, it doesn't matter whether you finish or not, you still have to pay it back. And so some of the money that I owe now is part of it is that Mercy College tuition, which I didn't even use.
I hope I'm not blocking the mic. I don't even know where the mic is, but I hope I'm not blocking. Yeah, so parents, do not just tell your kids to go to college just because you want them to go. Make sure they're going to college
for the right reasons.
Something that they actually want to do. And obviously, if you're trying to go to college, if you can cash flow most of it, even like taking extra jobs or something like that, it's probably the best thing you can do.
Listen, I don't know where I'm gonna be standing, where we're gonna be standing when Zena and Armani are bigger and ready to like graduate high school. But honestly, I can say this. I am not gonna allow my kids to take out student loans to go to college. It's not happening. Like we've learned way too much to even let that happen. And I feel like this is a learning experience for me. I didn't get this because my parents didn't go to college. I come from an immigrant family who, you know, first time college graduate. And nobody really in my family knew anything about that. I'm kind of like first generation doing this kind of thing. So I feel like this is an experience, and my kids will be blessed enough to have that experience coming from me. So you have to think about that. You have to, you know, like think about the future. I know some people dread it and some people don't like to plan, but if you really love your kids, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it sucks just giving away. Like we could go shopping right now and we're over here paying a loan.
It's a lot of money. Like it hurts to make that kind of a payment to student loans. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I'm pro-education. Like I am pro-education. Honestly, I am where I am today career-wise because I got that degree. So I'm not gonna just say it didn't serve me no good, because I would be lying if I said that. But then again, you know, you have to factor in so many things. What do you really want to study? Like, is it really necessary for you to go to college? Like, where I'm at now, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't have a bachelor's degree in healthcare administration. So you just have to really sit down and think what is necessary to get into the field that you want to go to. Because you may want to go into a field in where a college education isn't really that big of a deal. And experience is more of what you need. So you just, everything is not one size fits all. Everybody needs to sit down and plan what it is that they need to do and execute.
Yep, I'm trying to change our family tree. And in the process, teaching our kids everything about
finances.
Yeah, finance. Because I feel like growing up, and we were taught the wrong way. We were taught that in order for you to succeed in life, you have to have the best credit possible, and without credit, you can't succeed, and that's not the case.
Or that you have to be a college graduate to be successful,
yeah.
And that's not true. It helps, but it's not entirely true.
Because at the end of the day, cash is king wherever you go. So that's our mindset now. Is before, not saying that we never did it. We obviously been in super bad credit card debt. That's all in the past. We got rid of that. Right now, the only thing we owe is student loans, and that's what we're trying to get rid of.
And I'm kind of thankful that we kind of went through all of that very young. Like, guys, we're only 28 years old. So we kind of went through all the motion and the mistakes pretty young. And so we have, God willing, so many more years to make this work. Like, I'm just so thankful that we got the resources to make the right choices going on forward.
Yeah, because our goal is to have to have a house, obviously after here. And technically, if we really wanted to, we can get a house right now if we really wanted to. But we will have a house and have to deal with these student loans, which will be a burden to us. Because at the end of the day, that could be used towards the mortgage of the house, towards paying off the house, towards fixing something in the house, or just making the house however you want it. That if we didn't have it, we wouldn't have to deal with it. So our goal is to go into a house knowing we don't owe anything, and the only thing, that's our major. Even though this is setting us back, this decision, because our goal was to get a house within 2 years, and that switched to trying to pay off the loan within 2 years, and then getting ready for a house. So it's kind of delaying the process of us getting a house, but I think it's gonna be, which kind of
sucks.
Yeah,
it's a sucky feeling, you know, like when you're in the process. But we're looking at it from a long-term perspective.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, if we get rid of all this debt, my student loan debt, and then we get into a house debt-free, like just think about it. You get into a house debt-free. That is such a huge peace of mind. I mean, the amount you can put on a down payment for a house, if we are able to pay all this money off in 2 years or less on student loans, we can raise all that money to put it down on the down payment.
Yeah.
And our mortgage will be a lot less money, which means we will have a lot less stress, and we will own the property.
It's more about us not being stressed, and because at the end of the day, stress leads to fights, arguments, just unhappy.
Money is the number one cause of divorce.
Yeah. So it's like if you're arguing because there's not enough money in the house, and the money's always there, it's not going to the correct places. Yeah.
That's why, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting a lot of inspirational things on my stories about budgeting and all this stuff. We're really into that right now. Everything is about where your dollar goes.
And if you follow me on Instagram, you notice I haven't been posting new clothes and new sneakers all the time. Not that I splurge on that, but I used to like to buy my new sneakers and stuff. And now I'm like, babe, you sure I can get this? You sure I can get this? And she's like, yes, get it. I'm like, but you sure I can get this?
Yeah, he's not really a splurger. I'm the splurger. So like when he needs something, you know, like he triple thinks it, quadruple thinks it. I'm like, just get it, because the things that he's thinking of buying, he actually really needs. So I'm just like, you know, just get it. I mean, these are necessary things. He's not just buying a Gucci belt. Like he's buying like snow boots that he needs, you know, because it's winter time and he needs them. He doesn't have any other good pairs. And so, you know, you can't deprive yourself that much. But he's very, very goal-oriented and very focused, and I'm very thankful to have him because he kind of centers me.
You happen to have me too, Nina?
He kind of refocuses me.
Okay. You thankful to have me? She's thankful.
Yeah, she is.
Thank you.
So he kind of refocuses me when, you know, whenever I'm kind of like losing focus, because it's extremely hard to
especially
stay focused.
Now, like I'm assuming we're uploading. Initially this video was to attach to like our journey as we paid things off, but I think we're just gonna upload it now, and just so like people could follow the whole journey.
If you guys want us to speak more about this and just keep on sharing,
if you guys want to
journey with you,
let us know, and we'll post it. Like we'll be transparent. Like I just showed you guys the loans and how we're paying it off. Yeah? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she wants to be transparent.
You want it? You want to be transparent?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and you guys can see like the whole process. Ask us down in the comment sections if you have questions of how we can also help you how to get started. If you have questions as you don't
how to achieve your goals, we can do this as a team. We can motivate each other. Like we will be more than happy to know that we motivate one of you to take your first steps in being debt free. And there's no looking back. I really don't see us looking back and changing our way of thought right now.
Yeah, there's no purpose, no reason to. Like If we really want something that's gonna sidetrack us, like we try to purchase it cash. Like we don't try to live a life that we don't really have to impress others.
We don't try to live a life that we can't afford.
Yeah, like
that's our #1 rule right now. If we cannot afford it cash, we cannot afford it. Period. Before we had credit cards.
I have things that I really want, like a laptop. My camera stuff is like completely on hold, and woosah.
But it's okay because in the long run, we will be able to buy that and more. So it's gonna be worth it. It's a sacrifice. It's always sacrifice, but for a bigger purpose. And our bigger purpose is for our kids to have like the life that we pretty much didn't have. Not saying that our parents were bad, but we was just it's not on them. They was not taught correctly, and their parents were not taught correctly. So there's no way. They did the best they could. So it's our turn to teach everybody around us to do it correctly. That way, our kids and our kids' kids could grow. And listen, I'm sure there's gonna be some people who are gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're crazy. You can't do anything without using a credit card." Because unfortunately, our society is very, very brainwashed at this point. And we all want instant things, instant gratification. We shop emotionally. And a lot of people are going to feel like that's impossible. But we've seen so many people like accomplish it. And we've educated ourselves so much. And we've seen that most of the people who are wealthy in this country weren't born rich. That we are truly convinced. Like, why would I listen to someone who hasn't achieved the level of wealth that I'm trying to achieve? Why am I listening to you? So we're taking all this advice and we're putting it into practice by listening to others who have achieved the kind of wealth that we want to achieve for our kids and for our future and for our peace of mind. And also like who you surround yourself with too. Like if you don't surround yourself around people who have goals or have like aspire to, you know, like pretty much do the things you do and not like YouTubers. Not everybody wants to be YouTuber. But like, you know, having houses, like we have friends with houses. We have, our circle is really small, like really small. Just surrounding yourself with people who have goals. Yeah, like don't let people waste your time. Like don't waste your time with people who always on negativity. Yeah. You can't do like that. If you don't see yourself doing what that person is doing in the future, like there's no point in continuing to just cut them off. You're not losing anything. And we've been talking for 21 minutes. Wow. I think we're gonna end it here. So let us know down below if you guys want us to continue this. This is pretty much a raw video, no special effects, no none of that. What other topics you guys want us to touch? If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. And yeah, if you have any goals, what kind of goals do you have to see if in what way we can motivate you to keep going? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment down below. We hope you liked. Okay, bye-bye. A lot of you follow us because we like to party a lot and we do decorations, but trust me, there's a lot more to us than that. We don't party that much. On our YouTube channel, we do. This is what we upload. This is what we upload. Exactly. Say bye, Nina. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.